What's going on, YouTube? Matthew back here with you today. Another video. Yesterday was kind of crazy. I know I uploaded the entire rest of the 88 Tops autograph set. I wanted to get those uploaded so I could get on with the recent pickups that were starting to pile up that I had, uh, had coming in through the mail. I wanted to get to these to share them with you so I could add these to the set. And I didn't want to add them until I already had recorded me showing all the autographs I had at the already at the time that I started doing the series. So that's why I uploaded several videos 2 hours apart yesterday to get those posted. Now this is all brand new. These are all pickups that have came in the last week. I think everything but about 2 cards in here is for the 88 Tops autograph set. I will say there's a Hall of Famer in here, 4 PSA authenticated autographs, as well as 1 Beckett. The Hall of Famer is a Beckett of the PSAs. 3 are players that are very tough autographs to get for the 88 top set, deceased. And the other one, is a player that really, if it wasn't for steroid scandal, would probably be in the Hall of Fame right now as well. Anyway, I'm going to get right into it here. This one right here, this guy actually, I don't know why over the years I never wrote to this guy. He was a hit or miss. He did TTM well at times and other times he didn't. I never wrote to him, and when I started doing the 88 top set, he was at the time not really signing by mail. And I never got around to sending to him, and then he passed away, sadly. But former 20-game winner for the Cincinnati Reds, Tom Browning. I picked this up off of eBay. It was an auction listing, and I won it for really, compared to what I had seen others listed for it by now prices. I was really pleased with this. As always, before I will bid or make a buy it now purchase on an autograph that is not authenticated, I will do my research comparing the signature with other signatures. I'm pretty, confident in this one. But anyway, I'm thrilled to get that for the set at the price I did, like $3, um, especially for a guy that's now passed away. This one right here, one of the toughest autographs to get for the 88 top set or for any set he's in, I will say. This guy does not do through the mail autographs. Andy Hawkins. And I was thrilled to get this. This was a buy it now listing on eBay. Very seldom does Andy Hawkins. There's so many people that are trying to collect the 88 top set, um, autographed that most autograph collectors buy these. Any cards that come up by Hawkins autographed as soon as they come out. If it's a set that a lot popular with a lot of people that are working on them. I don't know why this is not as popular to me. I thought I was picking a set that would be less popular because of the design. When I started working on this set, it was mainly because I had so many cards already autographed. But this right here, I mean, there is a couple of others listed. Most people hate to pay a big price for a common player. I will say this was bargain priced in my opinion. Um, Several, I've seen others listed for $10 to $20 range for autograph of this guy. This one was under 10. Very happy to get that for the set because, like I said, he does not do through the mail autographs. Okay, this right here, I just couldn't resist. This will be like the fourth copy of this error card that I've got to put back with the master set. It's not autographed, but the Keith Comstock error card, and it came with a corrected version. The corrected version is the blue letters on Padres, and the error is the white. So that gives me what I think it's the fourth copy I have of the error card, which I don't mind. Uh, that's one of the more rare error cards in the 88 top set. And so anyone I pick up cheap, because I got that dirt cheap. Actually, I had it on watch. I put it on my watch list because it was already listed for like I think it was $3, and the seller sent me an offer. I got it for less than $3, as I accepted his offer when he did. This one right here is a tough one to get. Former longtime utility player for the Seattle Mariners, as well as a few other teams, Domingo Ramos. And I'm sorry if there's a glare here. This is a signed in blue Sharpie. I will always go for a blue Sharpie if I can get it. But because of his blue uniform, it's a little bit hard to see. Maybe I should have took these out of top loads before I showed them. But anyway, this next one's going to be the same way. Alan Anderson. We got him for the set now. Anderson is at one time years ago did do through the mail autographs very well, but he hasn't been for a long time now. Same this guy. I think is through Past Pros now. I seen in a Facebook group somebody was talking about that. Yeah, he will only sign through Past Pros now. But Danny Cox, a former very good pitcher for the St. Louis Cardinals, picked up Larry Parrish. Sorry, Lance Parrish was a catcher for the Tigers during this era. Larry Parrish, not never really was a superstar, but he was a very good regular for the Expos and Rangers in his career. He played for Boston at the tail end of his career. That was in black Sharpie, but still, it takes. I got it at a bargain price, and it takes out a hole. It fills a hole in the autograph set. All of these that I'm going through here, outside of the Andy Hawkins, were less than $3 or less, because these were a lot of these were from a Facebook group purchase from a guy that I've dealt with in the past, Randy Bush, Minnesota Twins. Uh, Bush is another guy that for years he signed through the mail great, and then for the fact that so many people started getting into the autograph collecting hobby, he quit signing by mail. Here's one that's a lot tougher to get. This was an eBay purchase. Mickey Tettleton. It's in black Sharpie, but Tettleton is tough to get. This was priced way cheaper, probably because it was a black Sharpie. I had bought many cards in the past from the seller, so I was confident. And it's pretty much spot on. It's definitely. If somebody forged, I don't know why anybody would forge autographs of guys that they could only sell for a few bucks anyway, but it's pretty much spot on. That would have to be one of the best added out there, one of the best forgers out there, and I don't believe that. I would be confident sending that in to get it authenticated if I wanted to. Um, these two right here, these three actually are not for the 88 top set. These were just quick pickups that were cheap. I got like a buck a piece in these. This is from an autograph group on Facebook. One, I always pick up cheap Yankee autographs when I can get them. Javier Hernandez, a very good relief pitcher years ago, back in the 90s, mainly with the Astros, but he did pitch for the Yankees a while, and that was a very nice blue Sharpie. And if I can get a card like that for a buck, I'll take it. And for the Indians PC, I had to pick this one up in blue Sharpie Bob Ochinko. And this guy, common player today. Back in the 70s, he was a really high prospect. At one time, he was drafted in the first round by the San Diego Padres, who were an expansion team in the, well, they were not really an expansion team at the time they drafted him, but they were still trying to they were drafting very high in the draft. And he never really turned into an ace pitcher that many people thought, but he's tough to get by mail. So to get that for a buck, I'm thrilled. Because he's hit or miss. He's one of those guys that it's not that he doesn't do autographs, but you might send to him and it might be 2 years before he gets around to signing. This right here, I love oddball stuff. This is a ticket stub from April 19th, 1996, Houston Astros versus the Cincinnati Reds, signed by former Houston Astros reliever Doug Brocail. And I got this for a reason, and I'll be do it in a follow-up video when it gets here. I actually purchased also for a buck from somebody in a Facebook group an autographed card of Doug Brocail. And what my plan is I'm going to do is I'm going to take a small, like small picture frame, just a cheap picture frame, and I'm going to make a nice memorabilia piece in it. I'm going to put this in the frame on one side, you know, probably like this down at the bottom, and put the autographed baseball card at the top, the double autograph, but just kind of a nice piece. I know that Brocail was not a star, just a former relief pitcher in the majors, common player for collectors, but I love putting together pieces like that. just interesting. I'll never sell it. It'll Somebody in my family will inherit it one day. They may sell it all, but by then, who knows? But it's just that's kind of cool autograph collector I am. Now the big guns, okay? And I'm going to save um, the two biggest ones for last. Um, in my opinion, the two biggest ones. The first one I'll share with you, this guy's been deceased for many years, Eric Shaw. And this is the old, early label PSA labels, but it's PSA authenticated, PSA DNA, Eric Shaw. And beautiful blue Sharpie, and the card's in great condition. And I was thrilled to be able to get that and add it. I don't know if you can see the blue with, like I said, I'm sorry about the glare, but that is such a beautiful addition to the '88 top set, and I'm thrilled to get that. The next one I'll share with you, this is another guy. He's deceased. It's very tough to get his autograph, mainly because, like Shao, he's been deceased for so many years. And most autographs that were out there weren't as many autograph collectors at the time that these guys passed away. This guy passed away. He was still pitching. Tim Cruz, former Dodgers relief pitcher, beautiful blue Sharpie. This card is also in pristine condition. It's PSA DNA authenticated autograph, meaning no doubt, nobody can argue these have already been authenticated. I've got them bagged. Really thrilled to add those two tough to get autographs to the set, and thrilled with those. And this next one, this to me is actually the one I'm most happy about of all these that have come in. This is a PSA DNA authenticated Gem Mint 10 Joaquin Andahar. Beautiful, beautiful blue Sharpie autograph. Passed away many years ago. This guy, when I was a kid, was one of the best pitchers in baseball at the time for the St. Louis Cardinals. He also pitched for the Houston Astros in his career. He was I mean, he's not a Hall of Famer, but this guy was a stud back in the early to mid 80s. And I love this guy. Back then I loved Whitey Herzog's base stealing Cardinals teams, and this guy was one of their ace pitchers. More people remember John Tudor from the Cardinal teams of the later 80s, mid to late 80s, but the '85 team that won the NL pennant and the '82 team that won the World Series with the Cardinals, they could have done it without that guy. Now the last two, I'm going to save the Hall of Famer for last. This guy would be in Hall of Fame if it wasn't for steroids. PSA DNA authenticated Rocket Roger Clemens blue Sharpie. The card is off center a little bit, but it is a beautiful blue Sharpie autograph. I'm not going to complain about that. And probably the what I got it for, which is about half of what uh, PSA DNA authenticated cards of his go for. Autograph cards go for. I would say it's because it's slightly off center, and that and the fact I probably had got lucky. The seller sent me an offer as I had that on a watch list. I couldn't turn it down. Now this one is from authenticated by Beckett. It's the last one. Hall of Famer Wade Boggs, who is sadly right now battling prostate cancer, and we're hoping he pulls through. But because of that, I will say this: if you're looking to invest in autographs and you're wondering what would be a player that would be a good investment, Wade Boggs. Not just because he was a great player and a Hall of Famer, but one thing I've learned over my years of collecting in the hobby, when a player, uh, and I'm not saying I'm not definitely not wishing anything bad on Mr. Boggs. I'm actually praying that you know he receives a complete and total healing. But when a player passes away, especially a Hall of Fame player, there's usually a big jump in the values of their sports cards, and especially autographed ones. So if you're looking for somebody that might be a good investment, this is a guy. Any Hall of Famer but still living, I would, if you can get a good price on something and you can afford it, those are good investments because Hall of Famers cards, they always hold value, and especially they usually see a big jump when they pass away. So, anyway, thank you all for watching. I have really enjoyed seeing these come in to add to the set. Couldn't wait to share them with you. I hope you liked this video, and there'll be more. I've got a lot more cards that's going to be coming in between now and Christmas, and so like, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned to the channel. This video is a little bit longer because I had so much come in to share with you guys, but thank you all for watching. Be back again soon with more videos. More likely when the next few graded ones or authenticated ones that come in, I will be doing just quick little 5-minute videos sharing them as they come in one at a time. But this had been coming in since I started the series. I just had to do it all in one video.